Imagine closing your eyes hundreds of meters beneath the ocean's surface. No bed, no cave, no place to rest, just endless darkness, crushing pressure, and the constant need to breathe. Now imagine falling asleep there. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? After all, if you stopped paying attention for even a few minutes, you'd either drift into the abyss or drown before ever waking up. Yet somehow, one of the largest predators on Earth has mastered exactly that. Sperm whales. Animals weighing as much as a fully loaded truck have developed one of the strangest sleeping habits in the entire animal kingdom. They don't curl up on the ocean floor, they don't build nests, and they certainly don't float peacefully on the surface like you might expect. Instead, they do something so bizarre that when scientists first witnessed it, they could hardly believe what they were seeing. Entire families of giant whales, standing perfectly upright in the water, completely motionless, looking almost like enormous underwater statues. But why would they sleep like this? How can an animal that must breathe air survive hours in an environment where every breath requires returning to the surface? And perhaps even more surprisingly, do sperm whales actually dream? Today, we're diving into one of the greatest mysteries of marine biology and uncovering how these ocean giants manage to sleep without ever truly leaving one of the most dangerous places on Earth. For humans, sleep is simple. We find a comfortable place, close our eyes, and let our bodies take over. But for a sperm whale, sleep is anything but simple. Every second spent unconscious comes with enormous risk. Unlike fish, whales can't extract oxygen from water. They're mammals, just like us. Every single breath must come from the air above the surface. That means sleeping too deeply could literally become a death sentence. Imagine having to wake yourself every few minutes just to breathe. Now imagine doing that while floating in an endless ocean where predators, currents, and changing depths constantly surround you. This challenge has shaped millions of years of evolution, and the result is unlike anything scientists expected. Before we understand how sperm whales sleep, we first need to appreciate just how extraordinary these animals really are. Sperm whales are the largest toothed predators ever to exist. Adult males can grow over 18 meters, or nearly 60 feet long. They weigh more than 50 tons, yet despite their enormous size, they're built for a life far below the surface. Their massive heads contain the famous spermaceti organ, a mysterious structure that scientists believe helps with buoyancy and sound production. Because visibility in the deep ocean is nearly non-existent, sperm whales rely primarily on echolocation. They emit incredibly powerful clicks that bounce off objects, creating detailed acoustic images of everything around them. It's like navigating the deepest parts of the ocean using sound instead of sight. This ability allows them to hunt giant squid nearly 2 kilometers beneath the surface. But after spending hours diving through darkness, even these remarkable hunters need rest. And that's where things become truly fascinating. For centuries, no one actually knew how sperm whales slept. It wasn't because scientists weren't looking. It was because almost nobody ever witnessed it. Think about it. These whales spend most of their lives far offshore. Many of their dives happen at night, and if they were sleeping underwater, there was no obvious way to observe them. Then, in 2008, researchers studying sperm whales near the Caribbean made an astonishing discovery. They encountered a small group of whales floating vertically. Every whale remained almost perfectly still. None appeared to be swimming. None reacted to the approaching boat. Some researchers even accidentally bumped into one of them. Still, nothing. For nearly 15 minutes, the whales stayed suspended in complete silence. Only then did they slowly awaken, begin moving, and return to the surface for air. The footage stunned marine biologists around the world. It was the first direct observation of sleeping sperm whales in the wild. But it also raised an even bigger question. Why vertical? At first glance, sleeping upright seems incredibly uncomfortable. Yet for sperm whales, it may actually solve several problems at once. Scientists believe this posture allows them to remain nearly weightless. Instead of constantly swimming to maintain balance, they simply drift. Their giant bodies become almost neutrally buoyant. It's an incredibly energy-efficient position, almost like hanging in zero gravity. Some researchers compare it to astronauts floating inside the International Space Station. Except instead of orbiting Earth, these giants are drifting through a silent underwater world. Even more interesting, this position may help them return to the surface quickly when it's time to breathe. Rather than swimming from the ocean floor, they're already suspended midway through the water column. Every bit of saved energy matters for an animal this large. Here's something even stranger. Sperm whales sleep surprisingly little. Scientists estimate they spend only around 7% of their day sleeping. That's less than 2 hours in total. For comparison, humans spend roughly 1/3 of their lives asleep. So why so little? Because every minute asleep is a minute not feeding. And feeding is incredibly expensive. A whale weighing dozens of tons needs an enormous amount of food. That means spending countless hours diving for squid. Long sleep simply isn't an option. Evolution has forced them to become incredibly efficient. Instead of one long night's sleep, they rest in short periods throughout the day, enough to recover, but never long enough to become vulnerable. This is where things become even more mysterious. Scientists believe whales experience REM sleep, the stage associated with dreaming in humans, but only for incredibly short periods. Unlike us, whales can't afford hours of deep unconsciousness. Researchers suspect sperm whales briefly enter REM during these short vertical naps. If that's true, what exactly do they dream about? Do they relive squid hunts, navigate vast underwater landscapes, recognize family members, or experience something completely beyond human imagination? The truth is, no one knows. Dreams leave no fossils, no footprints, no echoes. It's one of those questions science still can't answer. But knowing how intelligent sperm whales are, many researchers suspect their inner worlds may be far richer than we realize. Another fascinating discovery is that sperm whales rarely sleep alone. They often rest in small groups. This isn't random. Life in the open ocean can still be dangerous. Although adult sperm whales have few natural enemies, calves remain vulnerable to predators like orcas. By resting together, families may reduce risk. Even if everyone appears asleep, group living increases overall protection. Some researchers even wonder whether not every whale reaches the same sleep stage at the exact same time. Could some individuals remain slightly more alert than others? It's an intriguing possibility. Many birds and marine mammals have evolved ways to rest while maintaining some awareness of their surroundings. Whether sperm whales do exactly this remains under investigation, but it wouldn't be surprising. Evolution tends to reward caution. Imagine trying to sleep while remembering to breathe every few minutes. That's the reality for every whale. Unlike humans, breathing isn't automatic during sleep. It remains a conscious action. Every breath requires the whale to awaken enough to reach the surface. Missing that opportunity isn't an option. This simple fact has shaped almost every aspect of whale sleep. Short naps, careful timing, energy conservation, group behavior, even their strange vertical posture, everything revolves around one unavoidable reality: air. The very thing keeping them alive exists in a completely different world above the ocean. The more scientists study sperm whales, the more extraordinary they appear. These aren't simply giant animals drifting through the sea. They're highly intelligent mammals that communicate across enormous distances using sound. They recognize family members, care for their young, coordinate complex hunting dives, and somehow manage to sleep in one of the most hostile environments imaginable. Their strange underwater naps remind us that evolution rarely finds the obvious solution. Instead, it finds the solution that works, even if that means sleeping while floating upright in complete darkness hundreds of meters below the waves. So, how do sperm whales sleep underwater? Not by lying down, not by resting on the seabed, and certainly not by sleeping for 8 uninterrupted hours like we do. Instead, they drift vertically through the ocean in short, carefully timed naps, waking regularly to breathe before continuing their endless journey through the deep. It's a solution unlike anything found on land, and perhaps that's exactly what makes it so remarkable. The ocean has always forced life to evolve in unexpected ways, and few creatures demonstrate that better than the sperm whale. Every time one of these giants closes its eyes beneath the waves, it reminds us just how much of our planet remains mysterious. Because even today, after centuries of exploring the oceans, we're still discovering how some of Earth's largest animals simply go to sleep. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden lives of sperm whales, experience the 3 types of living sperm whales right now.